Guys, it's Wolfie back with another manga review, and this time I'm reviewing Moon Boy. So this manga, I think I was in middle school or about the first year of high school. So back in 2009, this kind of came out, and I say kind of because I can't remember the timeline. But this is about kind of a tale, I guess, from Korea because the author is from Korea. And it's about rabbits living on the moon, in a sense, because these rabbits are humans, human-ish. They look like humans and then they pop out rabbit ears. But they've come to Earth and are just basically trying to live a simple existence, and the more and more you go into the future, the less and less they know they are rabbits and or foxes. There are fox people who right now live on the moon in this manga series, that the only reason why they're living on the moon was because the rabbits were living on the moon. And so what the foxes do is they drink the rabbit's blood and they eat the rabbit's liver. Well, this whole story revolves around our main heroine, which is Moon E. And she kind of liked this little boy when she was in like 5th grade. And so she was kind of like 5th or 4th, she was really young. And so she liked this older boy when she was little, and being a little girl, it's, oh, they're so cute and adorable, and oh, I wish I'd want one. But so kind of strange, right? And so this other kid, UD, is kind of there as kind of a newer student, and she's always kind of been going to school with him since he started around. And so he kind of figures out that she has what he calls red eyes, because what he tells her is that at night his eyes turn red, and he's never understood why. And she kind of doesn't either, and they've been talking about doctors and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, the boy that Moon E liked is a fox, and he's trying to eat Yuda because he's also a fox, and he's a very, very rare fox. He is the black rabbit, or black bunny. And the black bunny technically can give you immortality. At least that's kind of what the book's suggesting. Because the later and later you go on into this manga series, the queen of the foxes wants his liver so that she can live 1,000 more years, if I remember right. So, and he's kind of, after he kind of get attacked, and Moon-E doesn't know about it because she was a little girl and she was not there at the time, a little fox around his age saves him and then kind of alters his brain, basically. So, fast forward into kind of high school. She's going into high school, trying to get adjusted, and then the new student, UD, or Yuda, comes back in. And so she's trying to talk to him and trying to be like, oh, I remember you from when we were in elementary school. And he goes, well, I don't remember. And so she tries and kind of befriends him, and then finds out that they're moon rabbits, kind of like. And she wants to save him. Well, because she's always been birthed on the moon, she hasn't been birthed on the moon, and knows nothing of the combat, and nothing of kind of what being a bunny is about. So, she teleports to the moon, which the bunnies still kind of have a moon base on there, it's just a smaller one. And I think it's kind of in the moon, if I'm right. Where she meets up with some other characters that also help her and focus her powers into becoming, because the rabbits actually can make weapons out of kind of thin air. It's focusing their chi, I guess. And so can the foxes, and she's just trying to handle her weapon and trying to fight the foxes. Which is funny because all of the student council is fox people. And one of them is really sick, and so everyone's kind of trying to take care of him and stuff like that. Fox army. And all they're trying to do is just kind of protect the bunny for the queen to eat his liver when he's all grown up, or at a certain age. So, and Yuda has kind of two different personalities, which is really weird. Like, he has split personalities where it's the one that doesn't know anything and just kind of is trying to get along in school like a normal kid. The other one is more of the bunny, and he remembers everything. He remembers that his parents died. He remembers that he got attacked, and that he just wants Moon-E to stop, because he's okay where he's at. He understands that he's going to be eaten, and that he kind of doesn't really want to do anything. But she tries to kind of tell both sides of them, that they need to stay away from the foxes. And as the series goes on, you know, there's a couple new characters, which the fox guy, who's kind of the main friend of Yuda, he's really funny. I think he's adorable. But he is basically trying to kind of protect him from any other foxes. They live together, yada yada. And then he slowly starts to fall in love with our main character, Hoon-E, which is adorable. And he, like, smokes cigarettes, but it's a certain type of smoke that makes this one character come out. And, like, after a couple volumes, he actually gets a human form and is trotting around school trying to love people, which is really kind of weird. And I haven't finished the series either, but I really love it. It's also kind of really hard to find unless it's on Amazon, actually, because I bought the next volume from this, but they are a bit pricey, so they're not too affordable to get the hard copy, which, if you had a Kindle and stuff like that and you wanted to do that, I don't remember if this is as a Kindle either. But I like having the hard copies of, like, this book because it's so beautiful. There's actual kind of pretty art styles and stuff with it in it, and it's really, really nice story. It's a really good book also. And I love that this doesn't have to be like traditional Japanese manga. It's from Korea, and it's an awesome story. And it's got action-packed moments. The main character is a little bit of a dunce sometimes, but she really is trying. She really is. So I would definitely recommend this if you like kind of supernatural things and you like bunnies and foxes and stuff like that. And it is a really good storyline. Would this be a good recommendation for someone starting out? I think so. It's not really, like, all of a sudden really harsh or anything like that. It does go through the storyline. It drags a little bit, but it gives good explanation why it's doing so. So I really like this, and I would definitely recommend Moon Boy, especially if you like kind of the more supernatural-ish people kind of turning into things, because they don't really turn into full bunnies or full foxes. All they have is, like, ears and fangs, basically. So, this is really good, and I totally recommend it. And I thank you guys for coming and watching this. If you do like the video, give me a like. If you want to see more anime and manga reviews, definitely subscribe. I'm going to try and be putting out some more in the coming days. And I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Wolfy-Chan, out.